Alright, Zach, so here's the setup, and that I think I saw that you had the top already. This thing's reversible, so if it's going to be sitting in the sun, it's better to have this reflecting silver facing out, and then I'll usually flip it at nights. There's no particular reason. It could stay gray all the time, but probably more of an appearance thing. It looks better with the black. So at night sometimes I'll flip it, but when it's on my back porch, the sun beats down all day long, and so just like yesterday I had the settings up, so my barrel got all the way up to 63, but this morning it was all the way back down to 45, just overnight. So anyway, here's your discharge. So this little 1/4 inch, this is 1 1/4 inch hose off your pump from the suction side of the pump, which is the top outlet. This top outlet right here is the suction side. The bottom outlet is the discharge side of the pump. The discharge side then goes, I have it laid down here in between, but that's the discharge goes to the inlet. It says in on your chiller, and then from the out on your chiller, you go directly to the high side of your barrel right there, and that's pretty much it. And your pump, make sure that if you have any issues with your pump still leaking when you put it together, there's a wax ring that's around the top of this thing, but just make sure that's not, mine was all bunched up, so it leaked a little bit until I got that wax seal straightened out. Yeah, but if you get that all lined up, there won't be any leaking. And all the water that you see here and on the ground here is from me just now filling up, spraying this bush and putting some more water in the barrel from where we splashed. A bit of it went out this morning when we plunged in, so every time that'll raise the level every time you get in it. And then again, these little hoses one's off the barrel, and then where your pump suction comes in, that'll fit right over top of that black hose that you have on the bottom of your barrel, and then you just tighten it down, and you'll get it figured out as far as the leaking. The leaking will stop once you get it tight enough. And then this one, which I think already had their black hose on your inlet, same thing here. That hose is going to fit right over top of it. And your hose connecting to your pump is going to have those little plastic wing clamps that go there, and that's like leak proof. It has a little black rubber seal on the outlets that the hoses fit over, and you just want to make sure that those don't get all crossed up when you're trying to push that hose on. Sometimes that'll cause them, if you have a leak out of there, that's what's happened. The filter is pretty easy to take out. You screw that top off, you pull the filter up. I don't even want to pull mine up now. I know I'm gonna have to clean that this week. But then you just take this. Here's typically the water level above that the inlet to the barrel, where that water is going to blow back in, and that level, usually about right there, I can get in this and it will raise the water up, but it won't go over the top. Anything above that, water is going over the top, and so anybody bigger than me, it would still cause water to go over the top. So there may be some refilling here and there if you need it, if you've got different people getting in and out of it. but again, nothing major. So you'll figure all of that stuff out. And then the suction side, what is right back down in there, you see it, that's that bottom outlet. I don't know if you can see it in this video, but yeah, you can barely see it, but it's down there, and it just pulls it right out of the bottom. Your pump does come with a strainer. I don't really worry about that strainer too much. I feel like for me it disrupted flow a little bit. At least I tried to put it over here and actually put a bromine tablet in it and let that be my sanitizer, but it seemed like it wasn't, I don't know, something wasn't performing right with it, so I just took it back off. And I'll just, if I do want to decide to go the bromine route instead of the chlorine, I'll let that chlorine clear up out of there, because the UV lights will pretty much make it dissipate at some point, just like a pool. And then I could put a little floater in there if I wanted to, if I needed any to, you know, to keep the chemical consistent in there. If you can get away with it, do the hydrogen peroxide, like we were talking about earlier, because your barrel may not have any issues like the ones I'm having, just from a sanitation point, because I let my barrel get really dirty that first month because I had no pump on it or anything. So anyway, just that's pretty much it, brother. Again, suction, low side of the barrel goes to the high outlet on the pump, low outlet on the pump goes into the end on the chiller, and then out from the chiller over to the high side of the barrel. That should do it for you, brother. Keep me posted if you, or just give me a call if you need, if that's not clear enough or anything. So, and again, I told you a degree per hour, that's probably about right, but like the hottest part of the day right now is probably going to be about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then it'll start bringing the temperature on back down. So it works perfect for if you do a morning plunge, and that thing will be nice and chilly in the morning, even in this hotness. Like I said, mine was at 45 degrees this morning and got all the way up to 63 degrees yesterday. This one's, it's only at, you can't see it because of the glare, but mine's at actually 55 right now. I don't know why that's blinking in the video, because it's not blinking in my, not blinking out here. That's weird. But it's at 55 degrees right now, sitting directly in the heat. Your chiller's in even better condition than mine, and I'm sure it's probably gonna move that temperature down pretty quick for you. If you need to chuck a little ice in there to just help get it cool, because you want to plunge tonight, then there's no shame in that. Do it, and then that chiller will do the rest. So no more ice, brother. Talk to you soon.